Anger is one of those emotions that can destroy you. It can destroy your house. It can cause nations to go to war. It can cause evil to become widespread. And once it's gone, once it's departed, you're left with nothing but remorse and regret for what you have done. And it's a terrible, terrible feeling, subhanAllah, may Allah protect us. And this is where the hadith comes in, where it says the strong one among you, the strong individual, is the one who is able to control themselves when they are angry. Not when they're sad, not when they're overly happy, when they're angry. And it's very interesting as to why, because when you are overcome with this emotion, the first thing that happens is logic goes out the window. You can no longer think straight. You are completely overcome and dominated by this emotion. So whatever philosophy you have in life, whatever religion you've adopted, you cannot let it guide you in this situation. Anger takes over. And the only way to overcome that, first and foremost, is by Allah's will. We ask for Allah's protection in those times. But second, is if we are able to understand the philosophies that we try to adhere to, the teachings and the values of the religion, and we repeat it enough times, it becomes a habit. And so then, when we are overcome with these emotions, we may not be able to respond, we may not be able to calm down, and that's fine. But what we can do is understand that we are in this situation, that we are not in a position to make a decision or to take action or to say something. And so what do? We walk away. Now, to some, this may seem as the weak way out, right? This is just, no, you got to stay, you got to fight your ground, defend yourself. Now, in some cases we fight, in some cases we defend, and of course it's needed. But in some cases, walking away it shouldn't be seen as the weaker option, because to walk away means to manage yourself in a time where rage is going through every fiber of your body. This is not a time where you can sit there and think logically. Most people can't, but the fact that you are able to shows extreme inner strength, and that is no rap for a weak person. On the contrary, this is one of the most difficult things you can do, and hence it ties in with the hadith, subhanAllah. But more so than this, I'll add to that, saying that anger is an emotion, and emotions are found in the heart, right? We say in the sadr, in the chest. And what's interesting is Surah An-Nas, the last chapter of the Quran, we say, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ إِلَهِ النَّاسِ مِنْ شَرِّ الْوَسْوَاسِ الْخَنَّاسِ الَّذِي يُوَسْوِسُ فِي صُدُورِ النَّاسِ. We seek refuge from Allah from a few things, and from the one who whispers into the chests of people. Now, why do we say chest, and why is that important? Because in other verses in the Quran, Allah refers to the Quran as being shifa lima fi sudur, shifa li sudurikum. It is a cure, it is a remedy for what's in the chest. And what's in the chest? Our heart, our emotions, our feelings, anger, sadness, sorrow, regret, all of those negative feelings. The cure, the remedy for that is found in the Quran. So the first thing, we always seek refuge from Allah, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. And the second thing is to try to adopt those philosophies that we follow in terms of the religion and the psychology, so that it becomes a habit within ourselves, that if we are not able to take the right course of action at the time, the best thing we can do is to walk away and come back to it when we do have a clear mind, and we say, okay, now I can be fair to myself and to the situation by giving a good judgment, instead of being clouded and not able to use my logic and everything that I've learned along the way. Subhanallah. May Allah grant us hidayah. Barakallah fikum. Salam.